So I hope everybody doing well. Glad you guys can be on with me today. I think we're waiting for, I believe, one more person, but either way, we'll get started. I am recording this, so once we finish, I'll post it in the group. But again, I thank y'all for being on, taking time out to help me test this, test the royalty system in a different way. That's hopefully it help us, become more profitable. So this training is in regards to the Royalty FX 2020, and I want you guys to really understand something with this system. It is a scalping system. When I say scalping, you're getting in the market and you're getting out. So you're getting a little bit of pips as far as 15 to 25 pips. And maybe at some point you'll do 50 pips. Now you can gain more pips by adding on more positions and just adding them up that way. Or if you're, taking trades from a long-term, a higher time frame perspective, excuse me. But in this case, we're going to be using the royalty between the 15-minute and 1 hour, preferably the 15-minute as far as entry goes. Now, one thing I want you to understand is that the times that you want to trade, okay, the time that the market is really moving, that you can gain some pips. A time where, consolidation can happen at any time, but there will be least consolidation around the particular times that I'm going to tell you about. So as far as consolidation, how to really avoid, you can't avoid consolidation, but there is a time frame or a session that involves a lot of consolidation that you will not be trading in. You will not be trading in the Asian session. The only time you will trade is when it crosses over into the London session. That means you are trading that Asian session as soon as the market is about to close for that session. So you're gonna do it's gonna be a crossover session. So right before you get into the London. So this is what's gonna happen every day. Right now it is 3:49 CST here. So right about 4 o'clock, the market is gonna go into a consolidation mode, right? So if I could just draw a straight line here, we'll be all right. Okay, it's gonna look like that. Okay. So between 4 o'clock and 7 o'clock CST is what I call the dead gap, right? It's the dead gap. The market closed right here where this line is at. Okay. Bear with me, give me just a second here. Okay. So we got this dead gap here. And the market is not doing nothing. The market is, the bid and the spread is there's a gap in the market, right? So the spreads are high, that's what I mean. The spreads are high, and you don't want to trade during the Asian session, especially between 4 and 7 anyways, 4 and 8. So the market is going to do that up until about 7 or 8 o'clock CST. Okay. And from 8 o'clock all the way until to 2 or 3 a.m. CST, the market is going to do this. It's going to be going, you know, 5 pips back and forth. Sometimes it'll give you a good 15 if you catch it right. Okay. I got that so far? Okay, and this is what's going to happen. Okay, check me out. So this is the Asian session, this box here. Okay. In fact, let me just type this here. Okay, that's good. We're going to get it right there. So this is what's going to happen. Soon as the London session hit, it's going to do this. It's going to make a push. First push, second push. Third push. Now, what they're going to do, they might even go up. Oh, let me move this out the way here. They might go up an additional time just to spike you out right here. And then they're going to go like this. Okay. Does anyone currently know anything about the market cycle as far as the market maker cycle?
No, really.
Not really? Okay. All right. So market usually does something like that, okay? And what happens is, we'll finish it up here. Then you got the New York session here, right? You got the New York session. It'll come up and it'll come back down again. And then it'll do this. Okay. So we'll say this whole piece here, hold on, let's see if I can delete that. So if I can draw a box right here. Matter of fact, I got a picture of this that I can send to you as well. Okay, so this is the New York session here. Okay. Uh-oh, let's undo that. Okay, let me see if I can squeeze this in this box here for you. Give me just a minute. Squeeze it in there. Okay. Okay. So you got that there. Somebody had a question. Perfect. Yes, definitely. So now, guess what this is again? Somebody tell me what that is again?
Coming back.
Yep. Right.
That's Asian consolidation again.
Yep, it is. Now, don't get me wrong. You like, it's not saying nobody can make money in this session, right? I mean, it's been times where it did go, 25, 30 pips or whatever, or it's on a trend. But as far as using this with the royalty system, it's better to wait around in this area before you take a royalty setup. You'll get like an entry signal for the royalty, like a star in the hand entry. If you get it over in this area, that could be okay. Even up here or anywhere through in New York is fine. But if you get it back here in the Asian session, be very careful. Because, you can get the star and the entry signal here, but you get in, they're going to come right back down. It's just going to consolidate the whole entire time. And by that time, instead of it going this way, it's going to turn around and go this way to the downside. So that's another way to look at it, inverted. Right? So just the way you see it going up this way, it can do the same thing going down this way to the downside. All right, so I'm going to, let me see if I can save this. Let's put a title on it. Oh. All right, so now we're about to go to the chart. All right, so the first thing you want to do, no, that's not right. Give me a second, y'all. So the first thing you want to do is add your moving averages to your chart. Does anyone know how to add moving averages?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna show you anyways. Y'all give me just a second here because I'm having some issues here. Okay, so you want to add the moving average. All you have to do is go up to the top, right there where the star is at in the folder.
Is it not this one?
Yeah, is that yeah, you already added them, huh?
Yeah.
So I'm sure some you guys already know how to add it, so we're not gonna go through there yet. You already know how to do it. All right, so we got the moving averages on here. I want you to paste something in your chart. Do you have like a sessions indicator?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna send this to you. I want everybody to try this. Let me see if I can pull it.
Oh, I think I do.
Let me see if I can pull it. Here we go. I got one right here. Let me put it in the group here. Let's see if I can drag it over. All right, it's that one right there that I just sent.
Where did you send it?
I sent it into the Telegram group. I don't know if you have Telegram on your.
I do.
You do? Okay. Okay. I look like my stuff is finally back up. Let me double check. Let me make sure.
Okay, so
I think mine is going slow because I got the dashboard connected to it. Matter of fact, let me close that out.
wish miracle to find it in my list. Does the position?
All right, I'll tell you what. Go ahead and
Can you use my screen?
yeah, share it back. I'm gonna show you how to do it.
Okay.
Unshare.
What's the name again?
I got it right here. Hold on.
You did? Okay.
All right, so I just sent it in the group. It's the let me maximize this. It's the sessions indicator.
Mm-hmm.
And basically it looks like this is gonna help you identify that breakout. Let me see if it'll let me add it.
Oh yeah, okay, I saw that.
So this is it here. I'm going to I'm gonna use mine as an outline. So I'm gonna change this here to true.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can do one for New York. 0 as outline. Yeah. I'm changing these to outline. Outline to true. All right, here we go. All right.
So some of that empty.
Okay.
And
So let me add this that I didn't add on to my chart, the moving averages. There's the 18 there. And here's the 200. Okay. So basically what I'm looking for. Now remember, if you guys don't understand the royalty yet, let me explain this to you real quick. These lines here, the orange lines are the day breaks, or you can go Control Y to show the day breaks, the session breaks, right? So this is each day. So this a day, this a day, this a day. Okay. This dotted line represents the previous day high and low of the previous day. The blue line represents the previous week high. There might be another one down here at the bottom down here somewhere. It might be the previous week low. This line here.
Can you repeat again?
Repeat it again? Okay. Let me see if I can zoom out too. Okay. The orange slash lines or the dashed lines are the previous day high and low. So if you're looking at the current day here and you see dashed lines, this is the low of this day, and this is the high of this day, right? So we like to see market respect off of those areas. Now the baby blue line here is the previous month close price. And you see that this respected the close of, where were we at? So this is February here, okay? So we're looking at February right now. So this was the close of January, right?
Okay.
And then there's another one. You're gonna see another baby blue one. It might not even be baby blue. I think it's like pink or something like that. Will be the previous month close. Or excuse me, open. There's another one that's gonna be pink. And I'll show you as we go. Like that one there. Like we're in March, right? So we're in March. So this line now represents February's open price.
Okay.
Okay. And this one is February's close price. So I like to see price respect those areas, just like you see here. It play around those areas. Okay. So you got the previous day high low, which is the dashed lines, is orange. The previous week open and close, which is blue. I'm sorry, the previous week high and low. It used to be the open and close. Well, it should have been, but it was designed to do the previous week high and low, which is these here. Which those worked out as well, so we went with that. And the purple, remember the purple? The purple is the previous month open, and the baby blue line is the previous month close. All right, but we're gonna focus on the current day cycle. Okay. So how I would like to see it, let's zoom in. We can look at any day. So remember, the consolidation is here. This is the Asian session. I got it outlined right now. If you want to see colors for the outline, go back to your indicators list for the session. Draw Asian box if you want to do like crimson, you can do that. Okay. So as you see, you got an entry signal here. You got to start here, an entry signal for a sell. Look what happened. That's why we don't take it during the Asian, okay? It come out of Asian session, right? Now it's gonna hit the low. It went up, crossed over our previous month high. Why is that? Why is that like that? Our previous, I guess it's the previous day high. I think it's sitting on top of each other. That's all it is. But it's the previous week and the previous day high is sitting on top of each other. So this is it right here. We didn't get an entry signal. This is the stop hunt box. The stop hunt box is where market usually reverse, and the stop hunt box is located 25 to 50 pips above or below the Asian session. If you go 25 pips from the Asian box, is right here. 50 pips would be here at the top of this stop hunt box. Down here, 25, 50 pips, okay? I'm just explaining everything to you, the Asian box and the stop hunt boxes. Okay, now price won't always go there in reverse, but the main thing you wanna see is the star in the entry signal or the hand gesture in those areas. So what we got here, and that's why I wanted us to do the EMAs here. So you do see that price didn't come down to our previous day low, but it did come to the stop hunt box, which is at the 50 EMA, or the 200, I'm sorry. You got a star, you got an entry signal. Price did break here. But what I'm looking for, and I want you guys to look for this too, is not only for price to break and close, but you want to see price open and close above the 18 moving average. So if you got a star in the entry signal and let's say the 18 moving average is on top of it up here, you're gonna wait for price to not only open and close or break it and close, but you want it to open and close before you look to take that trade. For example,
I see.
yeah, we could have took it here, but it would have pulled back on us, right? So, and then you do have a hand gesture here. I know you can't hardly see it, but it's here, okay? So we see it came back, it consolidated a little bit. It did break the 18 EMA here and closed. Then you got another bullish candle that opened and closed above the 18. So if you're looking to take it for a buy, you want it to close, open and close bullish, which it did. That's a bullish candle. Now, if it opened and closed bearish, we're not going to take the trade. Just like what happened here. This is barely touching the 18. This opened, yeah, it did open and close above the 18, but it did it as a bearish candle. And that's what you don't want. You want to see that momentum. So let's say we took the trade here. Okay, the pullback would have been here, 8 pip pullback. And you would have took it for about 25, 30 pips. And you would have got out there. Now, what I like to do, just to kind of give you guys an area of take profit, I like to take profit at either these royalty lines, these lines here, it's my take profit areas, or you can just keep it at a standard 15 pips per trade, right? So that's one setup there you want to look at. Let's move on to the next day. We got the Asian session happen here. Price did open and close bearish. After you got a sell signal, it opened and closed bearish below the 18 EMA here. You could have took the trade here, but again, as far as the test, we're not going to trade the Asian session for testing this system. Okay.
Can I ask in the
What'd you say?
what's the significance of those boxes?
Which box? This one here? My box is a little off. I need to change it because due to daylight savings time, this box.
Can you mute one of the person? I think she doesn't know she's mute. We can hear you better now.
You can hear me?
Now we can.
You can. I'm so sorry.
No,
Which
it's okay. Was it then other sound was in the background?
yeah, I know I heard some in the background. Okay. You said, did you have a question though?
Yeah, was it the boxes raw? The one that filled in red, one is white, empty, is not filled, and red, empty.
Talking about this one here?
Yeah,
This represents the New York session.
okay.
These represent the stop hunt box, usually where the market will go and try to stop people out of a trade.
Oh, I see.
And this is the Asian box. Now you don't have to have these on your chart, but let's say, you know, you want to kind of see where you at, you can add them on there. And then if you want to take them off, because I'm like, you know, some people as well, some of you as well, where you don't like a whole lot of stuff on the chart, but you can always remove them. This is the Asian session. This is like a, I forgot what this was. It's like your halfway point. This might even be like the, this might be like a crossover between
Okay.
the Frankfurt and the London session. There's a session called the Frankfurt session.
Okay.
That's a whole different story though. All right.
Okay.
But what's important though is between this area here, after the Asian session, and the end of the day here. Those are your most important parts. So again, we got it here. Of course, it did close, it did open and close bullish above the 18. You could have took it here, but again, we can do that. You can do that after the testing this session. Remember, we're focusing on London and New York. So here's the London session. Remember how we drew that picture? It consolidated a little bit. It broke out, went up, came down right here.
Mm-hmm.
It went up again for another push, came back. See, it didn't do it all in one day, but it's still giving us those pushes and those levels. Okay, so we didn't have a good day here. This is not a good trading day as far as taking a trade during the London and New York. Okay, yes, you can do this at a different time, but okay, so let's look at it here. Here's the Asian session again. We got the consolidation here. And you see price, remember, after the London session, price is gonna do a strong push one way or the other, either up or down. Here, it gave us a strong push upward, 25 to 50 pips above the Asian session. You got your star symbol here. You're gonna wait. You're gonna wait till you see that hand gesture. You got it here. Okay.
Yeah.
You wait for this, even though it closed here, you still wait. Okay. Even though it closed below the session, you're gonna wait for the next push. You can take the trade. You're gonna wait to another bearish candle to open and close away from the 18 EMA, which you did it here. Okay. You grab this tool. Let's see how many pips you would have got. And not only did it closed below the EMA, it closed below our previous month close and our previous day high. So you take the trade here, 30 pips. You can take it all the way to the 50 EMA, the 200 EMA, 50 pips. Okay, there's your 50 pips right out of the stop hunt box. Okay, I'm playing the entry signal right here with the 18 EMA. That's all we're doing. Let's look at the next day. Asian session, consolidation. Remember that. After consolidation, it's going to break up one way or the other. So it chose to go up. It didn't get into the stop hunt box quite, but we did get a star and we got an entry signal.
Mm-hmm.
Now what you want to do is wait. So price broke it and closed below the 18 EMA. That's cool. Matter of fact, the signal probably happened here. Let me zoom in some. The 27th. The 27th. So the entry signal was right here. So this one opened and it closed away from the 18 EMA. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You could have got in right here. Your pullback would only have been, I don't know, 8 or 9 pips.
Mm-hmm.
And look at this, 125 pip, 130 pip move for that day. Another important piece that you want to understand is anytime the 18 EMA cross over the 200 EMA, game
Mhm.
over. Game over. Now look at this stop hunt box here. A lot of people who know the market maker method, they know how important this box is, this area. But a lot of people,
Mm-hmm.
what they do is they're buying out of this area.
Oh no.
People get it mistaken because they think, okay, the market shot this way, but no, it actually stopped. It went this way first, and then it went to the stop hunt box here. But people looking at wicks, they're thinking, oh, it's gonna buy. People are buying here, but no, we're looking at it and we see a clear sell. So anytime this 50 or this 18 cross over this 200 EMA, that's a good trend, way to follow the trend. So the most important parts, let me go ahead and map it out for you. Let me go ahead and get my drawing tool. Where my shapes at? These are the pieces I want you to focus on as well. This is number 2. Okay. This is the part 2 of it if you want to trade it like this. 1. And if you see this happen, get somebody mute yourself real quick for me.
So yeah.
Okay. 1, 2. If you get this here and you know to take the trade here, but then you see you still in the trade down here, but you see this EMA cross this 200, this 18 cross this 200, game over. You're going to get a lot of pips. You know why? Check this out. Star symbol, entry signal. Open and close above the 18 EMA. 18 EMA cross the 200 EMA, game over. Again, guys, again.
Is it this today, 15 minutes?
You see this? Another 100 and some pips, 240 pips if you took it like that. If you rode it with the trend, if you wanted to do it like that.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying when you see the 18 cross that 200, that's really you can capture a lot of pips.
So that's where you increase the number of pips.
That's the second way you can enter a trade, right? Catch it after, if you see the starting entry signal appear at a time where the EMAs get ready to cross, then yeah, you can catch it like that. Here it did consolidate. It didn't. Yeah, that consolidated a lot. Plus, it was the end of the day. I wouldn't advise taking a trade right at like an hour before the market closed. Because when the market opened, sometimes the market opened at a gap.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't have been a good setup there. So let's look at it again here. All right, so consolidation. As soon as the Asian session ends, it's going to go one way. It did this. It fell down this way, gave us a star, an entry signal. It It closed. It opened right at the EMA and closed, but then you got a bearish signal here. Be careful of this too, because when you see this happen, but it's like riding right at the previous day low, don't take the trade because it could reverse off that area. So I'm looking for something like open right here, open and close above the 18. So you already know it's a buy because of what you see here. Okay, a green star is your buys. Red star is your sells. So you got the green star and the entry signal. You're just waiting for this move here. And you taking this trade setup right here. You can take it all the way to the 200 for your take profit. It's 80 pips. Okay, that's your New York session. Okay. We didn't get the star here anywhere. We got it here in New York. I guess it opened above and closed above the 18 here. It did go up a little bit. You could have got some pips there. 60-something pips. See this Asian session box? Love it, because you can see what's going on. As soon as the Asian market closed, it consolidated a little bit, and then it went one way. Went down here to the stop hunt box. Gave us a star down here, especially at our previous day low, which is one of our royalty lines here. Green star, entry signal. And now you're waiting for a bullish candle to open and close above the 18. So I can't really see that. It wicked here, so I probably wouldn't have took it there. Maybe, maybe not. Could have took it here or either here, but the problem is it did pull back. When you set your stop losses, you want to, because we didn't talk about stop losses, you want to put your stop loss below the hand gesture or below the star if we're dealing with the 15-minute. As you see, price did not come back to this area. But if we would have took it here, I mean, this is a strong push, though. It did close here. But let's just say we took it here. Let's say we did take it here. That would have been a pullback, a large pullback, right? 49, 50 pip pullback. But your gain would have been 65 pips, 74 pips. More than that, actually. Okay. Price was still going up. Wow. All right. So let's look at this day here. Consolidation. It even consolidated out of the Asian session. Got the star right in this box. You will get entry signals in this box here too. This crossover box. Got the hand gesture. It's already above the 18. Probably would have took it here. This is away from the 18. Because you wouldn't have got this entry signal anyways until this candle closed. So I would have waited a few candles. So you would have took it here. And that's already 156 pips. I'll go over, we can even look at another pair and then we'll be done. Let's look at, what pair y'all want to look at?
Can you try any pair, even indices?
I haven't tried it with indices yet. I mean, you can try it, but right now I want you guys to try like EU, GU.
Okay.
GA been looking pretty good. So EU, GU, UCHF, Euro Chef is fine. USD CAD. That's pretty much it.
Okay.
GA, I know we're going over this as an example, but GA can get kind of tricky though too. All right, so let's look at UChef. Let's see if we get that same thing. Matter of fact, let's look at EU. EU is really a good one. All right. Even looking at here, we got the consolidation of the Asian session. It shoots down this way. You don't really get anything during the London session. But New York, you do see price give us a star signal at the monthly open, which is also the New York crossover. The New York says this box here is the New York session and London crossover point. That's when there's a lot of high volatility in the market. So we got the entry signal here. Mm-hmm. Price did open and close above the 18. Well, yeah, you could have took it maybe here. You got some dojis here. This might have been news, so be careful trading during news. $60-something pips there. This has got kind of tricky here. I almost want to say don't take that trade, but you did get it closed here. Yeah, this wouldn't give you much. 16 pips. I mean, if you want to scalp it, even if you took it here, it's tricky. 10, 11 pips. So they kind of tricked people on this one now. EU can get tricky every now and then. They did pull the market back. We got a star signal here, entry signal. Okay. You could take the trade here or either here because you're looking for strong candles, strong pushes of momentum, which represents a lot of sellers in the market. And that's the ones you want to look for. Even if you took it, let's say you even took it, let's just say you took it here. The pullback might have been like 17 pips, but you would have gained about 40 pips off of this move because you train it down to either the take profit area could be the 200 or really the previous day low, which is your royalty lines. Your royalty lines can be take profit areas. Another one we can look at is this day here, the 5th, consolidation. It pushed here, gave us a star entry signal, pushed above the 18. You could have took it here or either here. We know it's going to come back to the 18 and bounce off the 18 EMA. Another 50-something pips during the London session. This is why I like the London session because it's really moving during that time. It's not doing this right here. It's not consolidating a lot. Okay, and we got to look for these trades each time.
So can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Does the star repaint?
Yes, it will. It will repaint. Yep, it will repaint.
How about the signal?
The signal will repaint. Well, if the star repaint, sometimes the signal will stay for however so long, and then it will finally repaint as well.
Okay.
So if this star right here repainted, and let's say it went over here, this entry signal will still be here until it found another entry. Oh. And this would probably move like that.
I see.
If it did that, you know.
Thank you.
Because look, this is crazy. I mean, this is just consolidation. You know, the market was crazy today anyway, so.
Yeah, this wicked.
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, I don't care what system somebody has. It's, you know, it'll throw it off. All right, y'all good?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think y'all might probably got it. Sound like y'all got it.
Yeah, I think
It's like
it's
y'all got
now.
it. You know, stuff like this here. You know.
Can you go back to the settings again, how you did the sessions?
Yeah, the sessions. Let me show you real quick. Go to the sessions, okay? And you know the Asian session, you can either draw an outline or you can have it filled in. So I got the outline here,
Yeah, I think it's
right?
enough.
If you like the outline, we can do the outline. But if you want it filled in with a color in this box here, you can do that as well. So keep this at true for the Asian box outline. So you won't have so many different colors and clutter on your chart. I colored that as crimson. The stop hunt box, I left everything the same. I only did, if you want to do the New York box as an outline, you can. So you can see the signals better. That'll be true for the New York box outline. Okay. And then you want to do the stop hunt box as an outline. So you're going down till you see draw stop hunt box as outline. Yours is going to say false, but change it to true.
Okay. Yeah, that's it.
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, y'all can mess around with GA as well. GA did look pretty good when we was testing it out. Quite honestly, I didn't even look at GA when I was playing with it the last, few days.
I have a question, sir. After the Asian session consolidation, do we have to get an M or W before we consider a signal as valid?
No. Well, it will look like this. It just depends on what you consider an M. You consider the M to start here as the first leg, and then the second leg here. But no, you don't have to look for an M. You can look for something just like this. Push up, you can look at it, you can go into the stop hunt box. It might even bounce off of the 200. You're looking for that star. Once it go one way or the other, you're looking for that star signal. And you're looking to see it bounce either off the stop hunt box, either out of this box here, or either out of one of the royalty lines, whether it's the dotted line, dashed line, or the solid line. Right? And then you got the signal here. And you waiting for a full body candle to open up and close below the 18. But it has to close in the direction that you're going. So if you're looking to sell it, you want to see a bearish candle open and close below the entry, which is not there because that's bullish. But this is where you take the trade. Right here at this candle. 25, 30 pips. You're welcome. And you can take it again. See how you took the trade there? You can take your profit here at the royalty line, which is the monthly close. Yep. All right, you're welcome. All right, so that's pretty much it. You guys have any other questions? I hope I explained myself well. Again, I'll be popping in and out the group, and I'll be trading for me, I'll be playing around with the London session. So I guess y'all send a message in the group and let me know which session can y'all trade, whether it's the New York or the London.
For me, London session will be good for me, for my time.
Which one?
London.
Okay, perfect. Send that in the group and then I'll pin it to the top. I'll see which, everybody's session is, and I'll put it next to your name.
Mm-hmm.
All righty. Well, this has been a great meeting. You guys understand how the market cycle is as far as the daily cycle. You already know that when it comes out the Asian box, it has to go one way or the other.
I think, in my opinion, when you highlight, you feel the London session, I think it was better, clear where you are. But I can't do it on my end.
You said it was clear for the
Yeah.
London session?
Yeah, when you London session, the box was filled.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that session. Stuff like this here, you know, especially if you catch it out the stop hunt box and then it come back and give you like a W type of looking thing. See that W right there?
Yeah.
It's not gonna always look like that though. But see, you can always take it, you know, either here, watch that royalty line though, okay? Because it could reverse and go back this way. So you can probably take it right here and take this trade up to the 200. You can even scalp it here, right?
Yes.
Yep. So that's pretty much it. So this video is recorded, or this training is recorded, and I'll post it in the group shortly.
So are you doing like London or New York session arrive or?
You said live?
Arrive, yeah. Are you doing like a Zoom?
No, I'm not doing it live.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not doing it live. I want you guys to test this thing out, man. Test this baby out.
So what do you want us to do? Is it to report how we like it or?
I want you guys to show me. I want to see you guys making some profits. I want to see, you know, you can, I guess I could sign you guys some pairs to look at if you want to do it that way.
Oh, actually, that's another question. Which you mentioned in the pair, I know it the recording, but you say EU, GU.
EU, GU, UJ, GA actually look good.
Okay.
I'll send it in the group. I'll send the pairs you can look at.
Yeah, send it the list.
Yep, I sure will. Yep, and you see every time London session moves, it gives us what we need. You know, London and New York, they definitely give us what we need.
And you say you recommend it 20 to 50 pips?
Yep, you don't even have to do that. You can go, you know, you can go 15 to 20 pips.
Okay.
Yeah. But this is gonna get you in and out the trade, and all what it's about is really compounding your accounts. When you start and being consistent. When you can be consistent, you can you don't have to like do trade like 3 or 4 times a day. You can just take a trade a day or something like that, or you know, two trades a week. You know, 2 or 3 trades a week. As long as you're consistent, is all that matters. You're catching it right. So.
Okay.
Yeah. So
basically, focus above 18 moving average, opening the cross candle.
Correct.
And as the best one, not all the time, but if the 18 and the 200 cross, that would be.
That's a good, yeah. When the 18 and 200 cross, that's definitely a good trade, especially if you got the entry signal on top of it.
Okay.
Yeah, especially if you got the entry signal on top of it or below it.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, this happened even looking at this happened way previous before the cross. But as you see, when it crossed here, it gave us what we needed.
Yeah.
Really good trend. They could have gave you stuff like that would probably give you over, you know, 100 pips or so.
Oh, and you say the study depends. Is there any other way you can say there is a chance the study will depend, or is it permanent, or you don't know?
Oh, you said if the entry signal permanent or not?
Yeah.
I would look for it to happen. Well, that's for you guys to decide. So I would look for it to.
Yeah, that would be something we can replay, test, and we'll figure it out. That's something we can report it to you.
Right, because who knows if this star was over here or not, right?
Yeah.
But even looking at it, yeah, what if it happened here? We don't know yet.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't even take this trade because it's right on top of this royalty line.
Yeah.
Because I know it could probably reverse right here.
I think from what you see, you look good.
Right,
I mean,
definitely. Even here, I can look at the counters and tell if the royalty was there.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at this, no, it probably wasn't here. It probably was here, but again, we don't do it in the Asian session.
True.
It could have been here, but no, this was been a better trade because we see it already went up to the stop hunt. It did consolidate for a really good while, but we don't take this trade. A lot of people would have took this trade. They're like, oh, it's coming out of the, they would have took it here. Oh, it's coming out of the stop hunt. It's going to fall. Well, we waiting on this entry signal while people are still taking the sell. But after we get our entry signal, we still wait. Even though we got to close below the 18, we didn't take the trade because the next candle was bullish.
Oh my God, look at that.
See that? We didn't take that one. We didn't take these because it really wasn't a full body candle below the EMA.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just taking it right here. Here's the full body candle below the EMA right here, and then we take this. Boom.
Oh my God,
that's when we take the trade. So, or even right here, but you're still gonna get that a little bit of the consolidation, and then it failed, which was probably news.
Oh my God, that was like 200 or something. I don't know.
Yeah, if you would have took it here, it just didn't want to go back up to the high. It didn't want to break that high. So,
like, I don't want to go back.
It looked like more down. This is odd JPY, so this is 48 pips. If there would have been like a GBP pair or something, that would have been a lot more.
Mm-hmm. That's one thing I like indices because they give more pips. But this indicator, I know template, they look really good. I'm excited.
Oh yeah, awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. I can't see. Yeah, I will find another entry on it.
Yeah. Look at this here. I could talk all day, but I'm gonna let you guys go. Stuff like this.
No, I like it.
Stuff like this. You got the story happen halfway out of the Asian session. So and then you got this, and then you would have took it here.
No.
If you kind of understand the EMAs and where they're at, you don't have to worry about, unless the market is just really bad and crazy like it was today. But you can understand how the London session works, and that it's shooting a particular direction. Then and then these royalty lines are here. You see how it's wicking and it's all this consolidation and movement around these royalty lines, and it pushes away from the royalty line. Well, that's your reversal. The market is respecting these lines, which are pretty much, they act as resistance. So it's bouncing off resistance, and then you get an entry, starting an entry signal.
And usually I mark in my naked chart, so with the trace view. So I will already have another resource on the side to give me education, like the confluence.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, use some of the confluence if you like. TDI, RSI, something like that.
And I complete the MT4 with trace view.
Oh, with trader view?
Yeah, so I'm always using both, so I will already know what's coming.
I love trader view.
I do, because it keeps all my marks, so So I really like it. I can't wait to start it.
Yeah. Let me know how it go. Like I said, I'll touch base with you all in the morning, and hopefully the market is back to normal.
Yeah, please post those the payers. I can try to mark them in the trace view and keep my notes, whatever I see on this template, so I would let you know.
Right.
In the group.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All right.
I like it.
Well, I'm not gonna hold y'all up. I know y'all got other things y'all gotta do.
Give us these opportunities.
Oh yeah, no problem. You're definitely welcome. We'll do the hour next time, but right now let's focus on the 15-minute.
Yeah.
And the hour looks good too. Look at that. EMA cross, and then you can capture all these pips.
Yeah. Actually, maybe now, I don't know. I don't want to go there. And now we're looking better.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that yet. No.
That's what I say. I was like, come back.
Yeah, these EMAs gonna mean a whole lot. I'm telling you. when you can catch it right, and you got the entry signal,
Mm-hmm.
and you catch it something like this here, you got the entry signal here, and you catch that 50 or that 18 cross that 200. I'm sorry, I keep saying 50.
I do
Like
use
I
I use
used to
the
use the
50.
50. Yeah.
I use the 50 and the 10.
You catch something like this. You know, the EMAs do lag a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So if you catch it somewhere up in here, you know, 700 and some pips, 790 pips. So you got an 800 pip move there if you catch it right, even looking at the 4 hour. But we ain't gonna go there yet, just yet.
No, don't show us because our
I ain't
mind
gonna mess
will
with y'all
take
like,
us
yeah,
there.
don't do yourself like that just yet.
Yeah. Please, when more we see, more our mind will go there. Silently. Oh,
Oh man.
but thank you again.
Oh, you're certainly welcome. I'll talk to you guys soon.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right, you're welcome.